Warning, the eclipse of the sky one day. In the name of Allah, the One, the Subduer. O human community, have you ever heard of a sky eclipse? I repeat the question to every rational person. Have the astronomers in the entire world ever informed you about a sky eclipse? However, they do not know because their knowledge is limited to the dates of solar and lunar eclipses. However, I, the deputy trustee of Allah, Al-Mahdi, i.e., the divinely guided, Nasser Muhammad al-Yamani, inform you about the barren eclipse of the sky, unprecedented in history, due to the proximity of the planet Sakhar, Hell, i.e. planet X, to a nearby place. Although the planet Sakhar has passed before, and used to cause a total solar eclipse that was witnessed globally by everyone who had daylight in the whole world. And those who came before you used to witness it, planet Sakhar. It used to only cause an eclipse of the sun. It would block the sun from all the people of the earth, resulting in a total solar eclipse witnessed universally. As happened in the time of Allah's messengers, Ibrahim, Abraham, and Lot, peace and prayers be upon them. Therefore the angels said to the prophet Lut, and the Most High Allah said, they said, O Lut, indeed we are messengers of your Lord. Therefore they will never reach you. So set out with your family during a portion of the night, and let not any among you look back, except your wife. Indeed, she will be struck by that which strikes them. Indeed, their appointment is for the morning. Is not the morning near? Allah the Mighty has spoken the truth. Surah Hud 81. Here the angel's intention is to prevent his wife from joining her remaining family members. Rather, they leave her asleep in the village of the criminal people, i.e. sexual immorality by the people of Lut, as she will be afflicted with the same fate that befell the towns of the people of Lot and Ibrahim, peace be upon them. And as for the intended meaning behind the statement of the angels, and let not anyone among you look back, it refers to looking at the eclipse of the sun. This is to protect their eyes, as the passing of the planet Sakhar will cause an eclipse of the sun after its rise at the time of forenoon, in confirmation of the saying of Allah the Exalted. He said, O my people, here are my daughters, one, so marry them if you wish to do so. By your life, O Prophet, one, they certainly wandered blindly, intoxicated by lust. So the mighty blast overtook them at sunrise. That is when a shift occurred wherein what was below, that is, below the planets of the solar system, reached above, that is, the orbital rotation positioned it to pass above Earth, and rained upon them stones of hard clay, asteroids, coming from Surreal, that is one of planet X names in the Quran. Allah the Mighty has spoken the truth, Quran Surah Al-Hijr 74. And Allah the Most High said, when Allah's decree, that is, the decree of destiny for punishment, came, a shift occurred wherein what was below, that is, below the planets of the solar system, reached above, that is, the orbital rotation positioned it to pass above Earth, and stones of hard clay, that is, asteroids, rained upon them, equipped to penetrate, that is, penetrate Earth's atmosphere, from your Lord coming from Surreal, that is, one of the names of planet X mentioned in the Quran. And it is not far, i.e., to happen, for the wrongdoers. Allah the Mighty has spoken the truth, Surah Hud 82-83. The question that arises is, why did the people of Ibrahim and Lut not see the planet Sakhar except until when the sun was obscured from them? However, it is a total and global eclipse that is witnessed by everyone who witnesses the sunrise. So why do you deny the words of Allah in his decisive book and believe the mockers? Do you not comprehend? Or has Allah not informed you in his decisive and magnificent Quran about the passing of the planet Sakhar? Say, produce your proof if you should be truthful, or we will bring you evidence from the decisive and magnificent Quran. I do not say from the ambiguous parts of the Quran that can be subject to interpretation. Rather, it is a clear, explicit, and unmistakable statement in the decisive and magnificent Quran, confirming the words of Allah the Most High. And they say, when is this promise, if you should be truthful? If only those who disbelieved knew when they would not avert the fire from their faces or from their backs, and they would not be aided. Rather, it will come to them unexpectedly and bewilder them, and they will not be able to repel it, nor will they be reprieved. Allah, the Mighty, has spoken the truth. Surah Al-Anbiya 38-40. But I find that the passage of the planet Sakar this time has come close to a nearby location, to the extent that it caused a sky eclipse, not only obscuring the sun, but also veiling the sky from the people of the entire earth. Oh, what a terrifying sight! By Allah, indeed, it is a day that will cause the heads of adolescent youth who reach puberty to turn gray from fear, as a fulfillment of the saying of Allah the Exalted. So how will you guard yourselves if you disbelieve on a day that will make adolescent youth to be gray-haired? The heaven will split apart therefrom. Ever is his promise fulfilled. Allah, the Mighty, has spoken the truth. Surah Al-Muzammil 2:18. Never has there come anything similar to this unprecedented barren eclipse that we are watching out for, since Allah created the heavens and the earth. This is the punishment of a barren day at the doorsteps, in confirmation of the saying of Allah the Exalted. And so those who were given knowledge may know that it is the truth from your Lord, and therefore believe in it, and their hearts humbly submit to it. And indeed, Allah is the guide of those who have believed to a straight path. But those who disbelieve will not cease to be in doubt of it until the hour comes upon them unexpectedly, or there comes to them the punishment of a barren day. Allah the Mighty has spoken the truth. Surah Al-Hajj 54-55. So know that the passing of the planet of Sakar is inevitable. Therefore, look before you leap and turn to your Lord, and believe in the words of Allah in his firm and mighty Quran, before you witness the punishment of a severe, unprecedented day, whereby He, Allah, makes it a day of close passing from a nearby place to earth, but instead, with coolness and peace upon you. So believe and do not deny. Indeed, whoever denies the true statement of the Caliph of Allah, the Mahdi, then Allah is not one to deny his messenger Muhammad or the Imam Mahdi Nasr Muhammad. Rather, he denies the words of Allah, the Lord of all worlds. And Allah, the Most High, has said, "We know that it grieves you what they say, but indeed, they do not deny you, O Muhammad, but the wrongdoers deny the verses of Allah. And indeed, messengers before you were denied, but they were patient over the denial and persecution until our victory came to them, and there is no alteration to the words of Allah. And you have already received news of the messengers who came before you. Allah, the Mighty, has spoken the truth. Surah Al-An'am 33-34. In any case, the disbelievers among the Arabs have certainly asked for the punishment on the day the great Quran is revealed. And Allah, the Most High, has said, and recall when they said, O Allah, if this should be the truth from you, then rain down upon us stones from the sky, or bring us a painful punishment. But Allah would not punish them, while you, O Muhammad, are among them, and Allah would not punish them while they seek forgiveness. Allah the Mighty has spoken the truth. Quran Surah Al-Anfal 32-33. The appointed time for its passing is during the time of the Caliph of Allah over the whole world, the Imam Mahdi Nasr Muhammad al-Yamani, in confirmation of the saying of Allah, the Most High. And those who disbelieved say, You are not a messenger. Say, Sufficient is Allah as witness between me and you, and the witness of the one who has the knowledge of the Scripture. Surah Ar-Ra'd 43. And in confirmation of the saying of Allah, the Most High. In the name of Allah, the boundless merciful, the benevolent. A questioner has raised a challenging question regarding the impending chastisement that is believed to be inevitable. For the disingenuous, to be averted by none, from Allah, Lord of celestial escalators, through which the angels and the Holy Spirit engage in ascending to him on a day equivalent to 50,000 years, that is earthly years, in length. So endure this denial, O Prophet, with beautiful patience. They see it as protracted, but we see it as brief. On that day, the sky will be like molten metallic element, and the mountains like tufts of wool. And a close friend will not dare to request from a best friend. Allah, the Mighty, has spoken the truth. Surah Al-Maharij 1-10. In accordance with the saying of Allah Almighty, and they urge you to hasten the punishment. But Allah will never fail in his promise. And indeed, a day with your Lord is like 1,000 years of those which you count. And how many a city I gave respite to while it was unjust, then I seized it. And to me is the final destination. Say, O people, I am only to you a clear warner. So those who have believed and done righteous deeds, for them is forgiveness and noble provision. But those who strive against our verses, seeking to cause failure, those are the companions of hellfire. Allah the Mighty has spoken the truth. Quran Surah Al-Hajj 47. The appointed time for the sky eclipse is drawing near, and nothing like it has ever occurred before. This is due to the fact that the orbit of the celestial body known as Sakar, i.e. planet X, has approached its closest point to Earth, a proximity that has never been reached since Allah created the heavens and the earth and initiated the movement of the sun and the moon. As a result of its extreme closeness to Earth, it is going to cause a celestial eclipse, meaning that the entire sky is veiled starting from where it rises from the south direction of Earth. Soon after, you will witness the celestial body, Sakar, that is planet X, obscuring the southern part of the Earth, stretching from the far southeast to the far southwest. Then it advances, obscuring both the eastern and western directions simultaneously. Eventually, it progresses to the point where it's going to cause the east and west to interchange, with the east becoming west and the west becoming east, and the sun rises from its setting place from the west. That is the day which precedes the night, i.e., the event brings about a peculiar reversal in the temporal flow. Where daylight is replaced by a backward movement, we regress back into nighttime, and we find ourselves back in the realm of night rather than witnessing the expected sunrise and ensuing daylight as the sun seemingly receding to rise from the west. And it is a barren, unprecedented day before the hour is established. How is it that you still don't understand? So believe it is better for you, just like the foremost early adapters. That is who were among the first to adopt. The proponents champion the calling. The firm believers from among them who had certainty of faith believed. On that day, they will receive coolness and peace. Thus, you too will be protected from the punishment on a day that will make the adolescent youth gray-haired. The sky will crack with it, as his promise will be fulfilled. Even if the fierce, vicious coronavirus, that is Omicron variants, were to destroy a quarter of humanity, even then, for as long as you believe the proponents of the theories of mutations or those who advocate the theory of global warming. Doing so, you will not believe the announced saying. Indeed, who is more truthful than Allah's saying? Nevertheless, discovering a way out will never be within your grasp. Afterward, 50% or even more of the remaining adults will perish. Alternatively, you could be of a flickering belief, yet holding on to the hope that if you implore Allah, He will answer your prayers and remove the punishment from you, even after your hair turns white from fear of the chastisement on that barren and unprecedented day. Do you not know that if you were to believe in the sign of severe chastisement, that is the composite, ferocious, lion-like striking virus, i.e. Omicron variants, which is a formidable plan from Allah, coming from China, that it is not a mere viral mutation, but more of a coalition of severe chastisement sent by the Lord of all worlds. To possess this faith will result in Allah saving you from it and from every great distress. To be continued. To read the entire Quranic elucidation by the awaited Imam Mahdi Nasir, Mohammed Alamani, visit his website, mahdialuma.net.